Good morning. Happy Saturday. We're glad to have you here at Saturday Cinema. My name is Becky Rokel, and I'm here with, wait, Linda, how did you get there?
Hi.
Well, it's good to see you. I was getting ready to tape the Saturday Cinema. I didn't have a movie, but do you have a movie you want to talk about?
I'm so glad you asked, and thank you for letting me join you for this. I really enjoy the work that you and Phil have put in on these. So I have a movie, it's an old one, 1984. It's called The Last Starfighter. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well,
you can fill me in, though. I'm always excited to watch new movies.
Well, it's kind of a coming of age story. And our hero, is a teenage boy who gets turned down for a scholarship. And that was his only chance to go to college with his friends. His mom works as a waitress, and she's the manager of the trailer park that they live in. So he watches all his friends go off to the beach because he has to stay and help with the plumbing and some of the elderly relatives. And his girlfriend takes off with the head of the football team. And Alex, our hero, is feeling kind of lonely and like a loser, and he doesn't have the life that he wants to have. So he takes solace in playing an arcade game. Okay. And the game is called Starfighter. And he plays as the weapons person on a Starfighter. And he puts hours in on this game, and hours and hours and hours. And eventually he beats the game. And all the little kids in the neighborhood are all excited. And his little brother, Lewis, who he takes care of most of the time, is so proud of him and so happy. And Alex kind of walks away feeling worse than ever. The only thing he's done in his lifetime so far is to beat a video game. So he's sitting out by the game on the porch in the hall of the trailer park, and a really awesome car pulls up, and the man in it introduces himself as Centauri and tells him that he has won a prize, that he gets to go for a ride in this fancy car as a prize for winning the game. And Centauri tells him it's a prototype, and Alex will be the first man to ride in it. So Alex agrees and gets into the car, and it turns out that Centauri is actually an alien, and the car is a spaceship. So basically, Alex just got kidnapped. He just got abducted and taken to the stars. Now, unbeknownst to Alex, Centauri leaves behind an android that looks just like Alex to take Alex's place so nobody will know he's missing. And as he's got Alex in the spaceship and they're going through space, Centauri explains to him that video game was really supposed to go to Las Vegas, and that Alex was the first person ever to beat the video game. And they needed him to come and be a starfighter in the alien war against the Zur and the Kodan. Zur is the leader of the Kodan. Mm-hmm. And they take him to the planet, and Alex is thinking, Rylos is the name of the planet, and Alex is thinking, he's tripping, this isn't real, it's not really going on. And then he gets off the spaceship, and he's in this very, very busy spaceport, And he sees Centauri get paid a large amount of whatever currency they've got for bringing Alex in. So he was kind of abducted and sold. And he's saying, wait a minute, what are you doing? And Centauri promises him if he will just go and see the spaceship and meet the people, he'll take him home if Alex doesn't want to help out. So Alex is calmed down and okay, he'll take a look. And he goes and he meets Greg. Greg is a pilot and very alien. And he sits in on training with lots of different aliens. And he's watching the video and the propaganda against the Kodan, and Zur shows up on a broadcast and he's torturing people. And Alex says, no, no way. This is not my problem. This is not my war. I'm just a kid. I'm in way over my head. So Centauri, not very happy, has to get back the money and he takes Alex back home. And he tells him, Alex, if you change your mind, push this button on this device and I'll come right back and get you. Well, Alex discovers his beta unit, the android that's been trying to pretend to be him, and all kinds of mess ups and problems there. But an alien assassin comes and tries to kill Alex, and he realizes Earth isn't safe either. So he agrees, okay, and he calls Centauri and he goes back. Now, one thing I love about this story is it reminds me of the story of Moses. I mean, alien and starship, but
right.
Here's a kid who feels like he's just a kid. He's not qualified to do anything more. And he's offered this opportunity to become a hero and save the people. And he says, no, you've got the wrong guy. It's not me. It's not me. And then finally, he agrees his burning bush is actually an alien assassin, right? But he decides, okay, I'll go. And while he's been gone, the Kodan, led by Zur, have destroyed all of the starships except one, a prototype. Mm-hmm. And there's one ship and one pilot, and that's Greg, who Alex already met. And Alex is the last one on the last ship. He's their only hope, the last hope that they have. So there's spectacular battles and great special effects for the day. It's 1984.
Right.
And eventually they win the day, and Alex is recruited by Rylos to train the next batch of starfighters, to train to be the leader of the defense force that's going to keep these bad guys away from Earth and all the other planets. So he agrees, but first he wants to go home and tell his mom and his family that the guy they think is Alex is really an android, and he's been saving the world. And of course, nobody wants to believe him. So Greg, his pilot, brings the starship and parks it in the trailer park so everybody can see it and knows that it's there. And Alex invites his girlfriend Maggie to come away with him, and she agrees. So Alex is a hero. He wins, and he gets the girl of his dreams, and he goes on to create a safety net for all of the universe. So that's kind of the movie in a nutshell. There were a lot of spoilers there. I know you hadn't seen it.
That's really great. And as you were talking, I'm kind of hearing Joseph Campbell's the hero's journey. You got to walk through all those phases to get to the point where you're finally able to accept that, yes, this is what I'm going to do with my life. And like you said, Moses is the same kind of thing. So, and do you have anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the metaphysics of
Oh,
the
yeah. Well,
the movie, right?
yeah.
And of course, meta is beyond, so it's way beyond. So there you go with that. But the whole story is about how every life matters and that we're all a part of one another, that there's a oneness that supersedes our self image and our belief in ourselves. And that when we have faith and take chances, take action in a way that helps others, the blessings that come back to us are unforeseeable and just amazing. And I feel like this is a fun time, but also a really important message. And I love the way that it reaches out to kids that feel like they don't fit in, they don't have a place, they aren't like everybody else. I mean, many of us can relate to that. And just to give hope that maybe your path is a different path, but it's equally valuable.
I completely agree with you, and thank you for adding that in. That's wonderful. So thank you for joining me, and thank you guys for watching. And hopefully, maybe we'll get to do another episode of another movie. What do you think, Linda?
I'd love to.
That'd be great. So have a happy Saturday, and we'll see you at the cinema. Bye.
Bye.